Welcome back to the shop, friends. I hope you and your families are doing well. So, I came in here because there's something that I need to modify, kind of fabricate to make work. And, well, I thought I'd bring you guys along because maybe you'll enjoy it and we'll just see what happens. So, what are we working on today? Well, it's this ball head. Now, this is a piece of camera gear that you use, and essentially what it does is you mount the bottom to a tripod and your camera mounts to the top. When you loosen this screw, it loosens this ball head here, this ball, and it allows you to move your camera around, level your camera out, or get, vertical shots or whatever. It's just used to ensure that your video or photos are nice and level to give you a good level look, basically. That's for the most part what it does. The problem I have with it is it came with this. Now this is their own kind of mounting plate, but it's made completely out of plastic, except for this weird little bent piece of metal on the bottom. And it fails pretty easily. This one's broken, a few of them that I have are broken, and it's useless to me. I need a new ball head or another ball head for another piece of gear that I have, but I don't want to buy another one of these just because they're so not standard. The top here is some weird oddball threading, and that's what we're going to change because the mounts I normally use on my camera are Arca Swiss, and these have 1/4-20. So my idea is to trim this down. We're actually going to shave the whole thing narrower so that I can get a cutting die on it so that I can try to cut a 1/4-20 thread into it. I don't know what this is, but it's quite a bit bigger than a 1/4 inch, obviously. Here's a 1/4, for example. That's quite a bit smaller, as you can see. So I have to come up with a very ingenious way of narrowing this down so I can get a 1/4-20 die on it. So that's what we're going to do. Now, how are we going to do that, mate? You might ask. Well, let's take a look. So my thought is, because I don't have the proper tools to do this, is to use this grinder. And the way we're going to do this is I'm going to attempt, I'm going to need that here in a minute. I'm going to attempt to clamp this grinder in a way that makes sense. I think like that is the only way I can do this. Actually, I think I'm going to move the grinder on this side. Take this. Wow, that handle's on there. Whew, why is that on there so tight? Oh, holy mackerel, that was on there tight. I'm just gonna drop everything by the time we're done here. Okay, I'm gonna move it to this side just because of the way I like to stand, and then I can kind of rest my hands over here and use this as a tool rest. Let's give this a shot and see what happens. Let's see if that's close. Well, let's take a look at how we did here. I think we did all right. I took a little bit off this edge. I made this piece deeper so we can get a little more thread on there because I'm just not sure how much I can cut with the die set. This is such a small piece here to work with. But it's pretty uniform all the way around for the most part for what we have to work with, and I think the diameter is pretty close to what we need. Speaking of dies and taps, check this out. This is a vintage Sears Craftsman tap and die set. This thing is cool. When I got it, everything was wrapped in plastic. I unwrapped it just so I could take a look at it. I mean, look, it even has the little booklet, little accessories booklet. How cool. Still has that. You have your little tapping or your tapping chart for like drill sizes and such, and it's got it printed on the case here. This stuff is super cool to me. I like vintage tools sometimes. They're just, I don't know, I think they're built to a quality that we don't get to see today, honestly. Look at the knurling on there. And the dies are all, what is that? Hexagonal, however you call it. USA made. And here's a closer look of the die. This is just gorgeous work. I love these old tools. You can even see the lettering is stamped really well. It says start from this side. Really nice feature on that. And then also the shape, like I mentioned, is six-sided, right? So this shape holds inside your tool really well and prevents it from spinning, unlike some other cheaper brands. Yeah, this is really nice. I really like this. Okay, there we go. It feels like it's trying to start, but we're a little bigger than we should be. Yeah, we gotta cut that down more. Let me see if I can hit with a hand file. Now I will say I do not have a specific aluminum file. I'm just using a regular bastard mill file, but that should be okay. It's not going to be perfect, but it'll be perfect enough. Oh yeah. So when you're using a tap and die set, you're cutting a little chip. See that little chip in there? See right in there? So it's important that you go back and forth because you break that chip off. So you want to cut and then break the chip off. And then cut, break the chip off. You just keep working this around till you get enough threads. I think that's going to be about it for us. Let's see if we can clean this up a bit now, and then we'll double check it. I think we just about got it. It's all cleaned up. Let's take one final look at it together before we test it. So here it is. Here's the ball head. That's a little bright for you guys. 1 second. That's better. You can see I have a few little jaw marks here and on the back. I just don't have soft jaws right now. That's how it is. I went ahead and filed this shaft here just to clean things up a little bit from the teeth mark that I had from the pliers when I took the other plate off here. And then of course we have those beautiful hand cut threads that we did. It's kind of cool. It has this like I fixed it homemade kind of feel, but still looks cool at the same time, and it works, which is really honestly all I need. So, all right, let's test it out one more time and make sure it works. So here we go. And you can tell something is cut well when it just spins on the threads so easily. Yeah, check it out. A nice ball head that I can use once more. This thing was going in the trash, so honestly, I'm really happy that I get to use it again. I'm really happy that worked out because I don't have to throw it away. I don't have to buy another one, which is nice. So that's about for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more content. Hit the comments below and let me know if you liked this type of content. That way I can make more for you. So with that, guys, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. I'm gonna go put this into service now.